Hello, everybody. So, currently I am at my grandparents' house in Pennsylvania, hence the amazing decor. Although I'm not actually sleeping in this room, I'm in the basement. But, yeah, so I decided I would make some videos while I was here because I got a bunch of cool stuff for Christmas and it inspired me to make videos. But this video is not about that. This video is about the our journey here because, winter is a very hard traveling time for us, and our family is just really not lucky in the car department. So, let me begin. First of all, our family owns 3 cars. We have the van, which is purple, and a van, and named Plumeria because we name all of our cars, but we just call it the van. And we have the truck, which is red and named Ruby Red Slipper. I named both of them, as you can tell, and we just call that the truck. And then we have the Adventure, which I didn't name, and it's like I want to say it's a Honda CR-V, but it might be something else. You should ask my brother because he knows more about this than I do. And we call it the Adventure, and we actually just call it the Adventure. So recently the van has not been working super well. It's a nice car, it's a lot bigger than the other 2, so we like to use it for traveling, but it doesn't have a working heater right now, so we left it at home and we took the 2 other cars, we put all our stuff in them, because we drive to Ohio first and stay there for a day or 2 around Christmas time, and then we drive to Pennsylvania, and then we go back to Ohio, and then we go back home to Wisconsin. So we left the van at home, and we drove to Ohio in the Adventure and the truck. But I had school on Friday, the day we left, and my siblings did not. So my mom and my brother and my sister got into the Adventure and they started driving. And then the car broke down like around the Chicago area. And my dad and I, hadn't left yet, so we got a bunch of plastic bags and some big plastic tubs and put them in the back of the truck, and then we drove and picked up my rest of our family and put them all in the truck. So the Adventure, it's a stick shift, so the clutch kind of died, and yeah. So we moved all of our stuff out of that into the back of the truck, which is like a pickup truck. And that was really cold and not fun. And then we are all squeezed into the cab of this truck. And so we drive to the rest of the way to Ohio. And it's like 1 a.m. when we get there. And we get there and we unpack everything, and it's pretty good, and we have a nice time. And then we leave our presents there that we got there because we're going to come back afterwards. And we drive a little farther along, and we're about 2 hours away from where we need to be in Pennsylvania. And we're stopped at a plaza to use the bathroom and stuff. And then we get back in the car, and the car won't, in the truck, and the truck won't start. And apparently the starter broke. So we sit in the plaza for 3 hours while our grandparents come and drive down to get us. And it takes them 3 hours, not 2 hours, because there's a huge snowstorm, almost a whiteout blizzard, right by where they live. So it takes them a long time to get us, and they do come, and they've got 2 cars. And so the truck gets picked up by a tow truck, and our van is sort of at a service station. So right now we're at our grandparents' house with 0 cars that work and no way to get home. The truck is currently being fixed, I think. I don't know. And then there's 53 inches of snow about a half hour away from here. So even if we people have off work and off school, if there was there's already off school, but people have off work today because of how much snow and everything it is. It's not really safe driving weather. So, we're just sort of hanging out here for now, and I'm sure we'll have a ton more adventures on the way back, so I will record those when we get home. But just like, our family just doesn't have good luck in the car area, so yeah. We're thinking about selling the 2 cars that don't work and trying to buy a newer one that actually does work, because all the cars that we own are older than me, and I'm like 15, so yeah. None of them work super well. Like, besides the breaking down, the adventure, the door doesn't open on one part of it, and it doesn't have like a CD player in it, which very much annoys my siblings because they like to listen to stuff when we drive. And the truck actually doesn't seem to have as much problems. And the van has an electric door that likes to get stuck in the winter, and the heater doesn't work, and, you know, just fun stuff that happens with old cars. So I'll film the second half of this video, like, the day we get back. If we get back. Hopefully we get back, because I need to work on stuff. But, see you in the next half of the video.
Hello. So, as you can tell, I am home again. I have returned, and that is a great thing, because I was afraid that we were never going to get home. And while I like my family, the extended family, sometimes I just need no people time. It's just kind of hard to do when you're living in somebody else's house. So, yeah, we eventually did get home. We drove in the truck the whole way. It did get fixed, and my parents brought it back from the place that it had gotten fixed at on Thursday or Thursday, and then they used it to take pieces of my grandma's jacuzzi that no longer worked, so they chopped it up with the chainsaw and they took pieces of that to the dump, and then we packed it all up and left. And then we stopped when we got to Chicago and got like a little U-Haul trailer thing, and we put our the adventure on the end of it, and then we drove that here, and then we dropped it off at a little fix-it shop, and we dropped the trailer at another U-Haul, and we're back home, and we are resting now and unpacking, and I'm not even done unpacking yet, but I'm very glad to be home. And it did snow, but the snow that it snowed on the way was not as bad as it was snowing when we were going to there. So there is some snow in our driveway, but it's not enough that we need to shovel, I think. I hope. And that makes me very happy. Also, my voice is sort of just dying, very muchly dying. So, that's why I sound weird. Anyhow, thank you guys so much for watching, and in the comments, please tell me about how your winter break, vacation, family time went, or any mishap car troubles that you guys have happened to have. Thanks so much for watching. Bye!